All right, so that is it for the contestants, and now we are going to finally meet the princess herself. Her name is Irina. You can see her Instagram account right here. It is the official one, so not her private one, which is obvious because she has only 6 pictures on it. That is her. You can see that she is fucking
beautiful.
You can see that she's sporty, and you can see that she can stand and lean, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all we can gather, all the information we can gather from her Instagram account. But the first episode, of course, starts with introducing her to us as well. So did I? Yes, I did. Let's go over that. We start seeing her, or the first time we see her is when she leaves the cute little villa that she's staying in. Look at that smile. Look, she's beautiful teeth, beautiful smile, beautiful skin, beautiful hair, beautiful tan, sporty, all of that good shit, okay? She's the whole package when it comes to looks. And please tell me I'm not the only one. I saw, or I think she really reminds me. She looks like the older sister of Shannon. What's her last name? Now This Is Living, Shannon. Y'all know her. Yeah, I think they look alike a lot. She tells us that she has been single for 6 months now, which is no time in my opinion. But yeah, she's from a big city. She's from Cologne as well. Köln auf Deutsch, in German. Which is the most LGBTQIA plus friendly city of all of Germany, I think. Oh, fucking hell. And, so, okay, that's why she thought, okay, half a year is a long time. I'm gonna go on TV now and look for true love. I cannot relate, but good for her. She tells us that she's sporty. She's been playing football since she was a kid. The only girl in the team, looking like a little boy. I mean, look at that little picture. It's so cute. She also likes to do more action-y sports, jumping out of planes and stuff like that, to come down from her job of a lawyer, because of course she's not only fucking good looking, she's also intelligent, educated, and financially stable, which is a lot. Damn. I mean, I would have picked her as a princess too. I think the casting did really fucking well. And yeah, that's what she's telling us about herself. And she tells us that she wants to find someone to settle down with, which is probably what everyone would have said. So in my opinion, we get information about her that tells us nothing, except that she likes action sports. But and it seems a little bit flat, but of course it does. I mean, she's the first ever princess. That's a hell of a lot of responsibility. So I would be really weary of my words as well, and really careful about what I say, how I say it, and how I portray myself. And that kind of flat character is not supported when we get to know her a little bit better throughout the episode, when she interacts with the contestants who we meet now. We see the first truck driving in, and in that truck we see Biene, Elsa, Ole, the one with the flag, Miri and Serena coming.
Endlich, ab ins Haus. Ja, wirklich. Und ab zur Princess. Let's go, lesbians!
And with that, we meet Biene. We already know that she's 33 and from Berlin. In that clip, though, she lets us know that she has a little bit of OCD. I say that, she doesn't call it OCD, but she says that she packs all of her, she puts all of her remote controls into plastic bags because she does not want to get dust into them. She also identifies as lesbian and says that she's proud of it. So then, after hoisting the flag and popping whatever champagne that is, we are introduced to Miri. And what Miri says that we did not get from Instagram is that she thinks that it's really important to finally have lesbian women on TV that show kids that it's absolutely fine to be who you are and that being gay is okay. And she says that she really needed that as a kid, and so it's really important to her. Oh, and she's popping the Calvins. Hello. And after that, she tells us what a gold star lesbian is, because she is one. After that, next in line is Ulle. Humble Ulle. She tells us that you're lucky to have her in your life, and that even though she's pretty androgynous, her feminine features make the women fall in love with her very quickly, namely her beautiful face. And I have to admit that she has a pretty beautiful, pretty smile. Then, with energetic music in the background, she also tells us that even though it is arrogant to say it, it is also the truth to say that no one stands a chance against her. And after she says that, there's a clear cut. The music stops, and we see Miri, Zarina, and Bine sitting by the pool with Elsa and Ulle in the background by a chair. No, they're sitting on chairs. They're sitting by a table. There's actually no table. Fuck. Okay, whatever. Now, Bine, Miri, and Zarina are having a little fun. They're talking. They're having a good time, saying that now they come as a pack, basically. And if one leaves, all 5 of them have to leave. So they're in this together now. And Bine is telling that to Ulle. And she replies the following.
Bin One-Woman-Show.
Gut zu wissen, wenn du heute Abend gehst, bleiben wir hier.
Das wird nicht der Fall sein.
Meinst du?
Ich weiß es.
Alright, and before I continue, let's look at the faces. Miri is handling the situation, like, the bitchiness, as expected. Like, she's cute, she's keeping eye contact, but let's look at Zarina and Bine. There, you can see in their face, it's just like, damn, bitch, that's not necessary. Calm the fuck down.
Was hat jetzt eigentlich hier für eine Zickerei schon? Können wir das mal verraten?
Then Zarina points out that this is bitchy behavior, and with that, we're introduced to her. She says that she just wants to live a happy life and not harm anyone, and that Buddhism really supports her with that. Vroom, and with that, the next truck is coming in. On that, Anya, Gia, Kati, Britta, and Nikki. Instagram gave us a pretty good picture about all of them already, but what Anya points out is that she hopes that shows like this are going to teach people, especially heterosexual people, that lesbians are not just made for porn, but that we are actually kind of cool people. The next to be introduced to us is Kati. We already saw from Instagram that she says she smokes, she drinks, she, laughs, and she writes. And that is being picked up in her introduction here as well. She says that she has been raised in a very conservative and limiting background, and she's the black sheep. Is it that dark horse? Black horse?
I plan on being the black horse in this competition.
Of the family, because she's lesbian, and that her family thinks that she's going through a phase because she has not found the right, perfect Russian man for her yet. The next is Jia. They introduce themselves as non-binary, and they say, what I find really beautiful is that they say that there are so many more colors on the rainbow that have to be represented. And it's nice that we're finally starting and getting somewhere. The next one is Britta, who is really into sports, as you can see, and was by the Bundeswehr. So she was with the German military. After that, we're introduced to Nikki, who has been on Instagram and stuff. Like, she seemed really cold, I think, but here we finally see her beautiful smile and kind of see what a sunny personality she has. And then we meet Elsa, who's also really into sports. With the next track, Sonia, Johanna, Sandra, Lou, and Leah are arriving, and Johanna's pointing out that she's hearing a little bit of flirting between Sonia and Sandra, after which we get to meet Sonia. And Sonia basically tells us that she's insanely jealous. And when she says it, though, she seems really insecure. Like, she stutters a little bit, like she doesn't know how to say it. Sandra then tells us that she's very positive and she's thankful for every day that she gets to spend on this earth, and that she wants to bring positivity and sunshine into the house, which is really cute. Lou then tells us that her family, like, not all of her family knows that she's exclusively interested in women, and she says that as long as she hasn't found the person that she's going to spend the rest of her life with, it doesn't really matter to her, and she doesn't feel like she has to tell them. Which, of course, girl, you don't. You do you. The last two are Johanna, who likes to seduce women, and Leah, who likes women with a good ass. And then, Frangers, the last pickup is coming. On that is Vicky. We already know that she only shaves where she wants, if she wants, when she wants. And she says she's the only one that identifies as queer so far. And she says that women are the most beautiful creatures on earth, which preach.
Pussy power!
Also on that truck is Iri, who is the only one that's so far identified as bisexual. And I want to use that to now say officially that on this channel, I do not stand biphobia and transphobia or xenophobia, racism, none of that shit on this channel. All right? Thank you. The next one is Tabea, who's also called Tabby, and she admits that she's horrible at being single. She's very sensitive and very, very, very much a relationship person.
Okay, jetzt ich beschreibe sie euch. Sie sitzt neben, scheiße, ich habe
Neben dem Dutt.
Vicky. Neben Vicky sitzt die ich meine von Insta. Ihren Namen.
Die ist als erstes.
Und die findest du gut? Ich kenne sie von Insta.
Und du findest sie gut? Wie gut kennst du sie denn von Insta?
Nur Bilder geliked und
So everyone is partying, socializing, getting to know each other, having a good time. And then there's Saskia in the back telling the other ones that she knows Bina from Instagram and has liked a few of her pictures. And that is how we get to know Saskia.
Trink mal jetzt weiter aus, damit wir einen Radler trinken können.
Ja, ich würde gern tauschen. Kann ich nicht tauschen? Radler gegen
Hey, nimm mal
Sekt?
einfach 2 Sachen in die Hand.
Nein, meine Mama sieht das.
And with that super cute introduction, we meet the last of the contestants, Jana. So everyone's there, everyone's enjoying the free alcohol and having fun and socializing, and they're all having a good time until, well, not until, but then Elsa walks in with a tablet in her hands on which they are going to get the first message from the princess. So they all gather, sitting together in this little group right here, and they watch the following video.
Hallo, ihr Lieben.
Ich freue mich wahnsinnig darauf, euch bald kennenzulernen. Stellt die Drinks kalt, ich mache mich auf den Weg zu euch. Eure Princess.
Dunkelhaarig.
Oh mein Gott!
So then after wooing and being excited, they all get ready to face the princess for the very first time. They get dressed, they put on their makeup again, they brush their teeth, they do all these things, they keep on drinking and keep on talking and keep on being cute. The only one that's not quite feeling herself and is all excited is, what is her name? I think it's Sonia. She is very, very self-conscious. She's very insecure about how she looks. She says that she's not as pretty as the other ones are. Her body is not as skinny and as she says, perfect. And she's feeling really down about it. But the girls, especially Tabia, is really, really kind and really cute and taking care of her and telling her that she's beautiful and that she's perfect the way she is. And the other ones are trying to calm her down as well. And luckily, they are succeeding.
Ich war noch nie so nervös in meinem ganzen Leben. Genieße das, das ist total das tolle
Ey,
Gefühl.
du schaust so hübsch aus mit dem Das bist du ehrlich.
Kann man dir helfen? Ich schau scheiße aus.
Oh nein, du bist perfekt.
Aber ich bin nicht wie ihr. Perfekt
Wieso denn nicht?
Nein, haben wir doch auch nicht. Guck mal, ich hab
Schau dich an.
aber ich habe gar keine
Du hast eine
Brüste.
Nase, du hast zwei Augen, alles wie wir.
Deine Art und Weise alleine, du bist top. Wirklich,
Hey, guck
mach dir
mal, du
keinen,
hast richtig
keinen
schöne
Kopf weg.
Kurven.
Aber ihr seid alles so perfekt.
Ein Schluck irgendwas.
So after Johanna, for whatever reason, reluctantly shared her beer with Sonia, the girls are thinking about how they can hit up the princess, how they can initiate contact and have some time with her alone. And cute-ass Miri has the plan of maybe I can go and fetch her a drink and smile at her and just tell her that we are really, really happy to have her here. She's such a gem. So then the Princess Irina is hitting the road in a very adequate car, and she tells us that not only is she very, very nervous, but she's also pretty excited, and she is looking for a woman to look her in the eyes and look for eye contact, and she also wishes or will pay attention to who's brave enough to get her out of the crowd and grab her attention. They notice a car coming, a firework is starting, and they're all gathering in front of the entry to look at the princess. They notice a car coming. So after a while of waiting and drinking and socializing, they notice a car coming. And a firework is starting, and they're all gathering in the front to see the first ever Princess Charming. And there she is, looking fucking amazing, walking across such a shit ground with those shoes. She's excited, they're wooing and clapping, and there's a firework in the background. Listen, they really, really did something here. Like, it's really cute. It's really amazing. And pay close attention to Ulle, because homegirl with the cap, she's too cool to smile. Like, everyone's grinning, everyone's nervous, but no, not her. No, she's just, yeah, everyone's reacting to how beautiful the princess is. They're staring at each other because, I mean, of course they are. And Kati kind of already fell in love. Now they're getting to know each other. Sarina and Tabea are introducing themselves. And even before Anya can introduce herself, guess who's coming in? Nervous Sonia. Who would have thought that she's the first that's gonna be like, now you're gonna spend time with me now. She's like, hey, can I kidnap you for a second? And is taking the princess away. And as you can see, she is very touchy already.
Ja, vielen Dank und danke für dein Geschenk.
Alright, so after that normal and completely sane interaction between adults, Ulla is trying to hit up Irina a little bit, but she's also trying to be kind of cool. She's like, yo, the other girls, like, they told me I should get you now, and they're all like, oh my god, get her to me, so that's what I'm doing right now, yo, it's my job to head you over to Kati. Like, she's talking like a 13-year-old trying to be cool, and it's really cringy. She's trying to be like, in my opinion, she's trying to seem all confident, but she's at the same time not confident enough to ask Irina for herself, so she's just handing Irina around like she would be a doll or something. Showing her, listen, look, I'm not afraid to talk to you, but I'm too cool to hit you up for myself, so whatever. Irina is handed over to Kati, and Ole and Sonja talk about what just happened.
Dicker, du hast mir durchs Gesicht gekrallt. Was war dein Move? Was hab ich gemacht? Ja, du hast mir ein bisschen gemacht. No. Ja, da kommst du.
Finally, our darling is shooting her shot.
Erstmal für die Dame.
Ach, ich wollte schon gucken. Ja, wo ist deine jetzt?
Wir hatten nur noch einen Tonic.
Wir können dir jetzt auch einmixen.
Ja, okay. Ja, die Princess.
Miri and the princess are getting to know each other, and it's going really well. So well, actually, that the princess afterwards says this.
Ja, Miri hat mir so ein Gefühl von Sicherheit gegeben und hatte auch so eine ganz ruhige, angenehme Art.
After Miri and Irina got to know each other a little bit, Johanna is stepping in and is asking Irina out for a little talk, which is totally fine for Miri. Britta is asking to join them, but Johanna makes it clear that she would prefer it to be just the two of them, which is fine for Britta. So they have a little talk. It's going pretty well, actually, I'd say. And the princess says that usually you can tell that she's interested in a woman if she tries to keep eye contact with her, and she's looking for having that eye contact. This is all going on At some point, Britta gets her shot. She can shoot her shot. She's joined by 2 others, which is fine for her. And everything's fine. Everyone's happy except one person. While Sonia now is crying and whining, Ulle is mocking her accent or dialect. Vicky calls her out for that and says that she does not like bullying and bitching. And Ulle, of course, is peddling back and being like, oh no, I would tell her that to her face, blah, blah, blah. I'm not being a bully, not me. But I don't believe it, and Sonia is keeping on crying.
Sie haben mir schon lange vergessen.
Merci, Chérie.
Mach dir nicht so viel Sorgen.
Ich flieg heute.
Ich mache mir ein bisschen Sorgen um Sonja. Weil ich glaube, da ist irgendwas ganz Großes, was sie belastet, weil sie quasi jetzt Angst davor hat, abgewiesen zu werden.
So then Johanna and a few of the other girls are being good sports and are basically escorting Sonia to the princess, where she is talking with many other girls, talking about her outing. She says that she's been raised in a very open-minded household, and she knew it was not going to be a problem, so she told her family, and they were just like, oh, really? Oh, I didn't expect that, but okay. And, yeah, that's basically it. Then they're wooing a little more, they're dancing, they're having a good time, everyone's enjoying themselves. Vicky is dancing again. And at some point, of course, the princess is leaving to think about who's gonna stay and who's gonna go. But can you believe it? The princess who just met 20 strangers and now has to determine who of those 20 strangers is going home was so, like, her mind was so occupied that she forgot Sonia's present. And how does Sonia react to that? So once again, Sonia is crying and is needing people to talk her down, and Tabea and Vicky are helping. They are trying to calm her down and ease her nerves, but it doesn't really seem fruitful. But unfortunately, at the moment Ulle walks by, drunk Sonia calls someone a bitch.
Gehen.
I don't know.
Geh,
Nein,
Bitch.
nein, 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 ich gehe jetzt.
Wer ist eine Bitch?
Niemand.
Wahrscheinlich ich.
And while some are trying to calm Sonia down, Ulle, for whatever reason, wants to get involved. Johanna and Vicky tell her to advise her not to go down, and if she does, to please be cool. To which Ulle only responds that she's always cool. Mic drop again.
Leider kommt es bei Sonja und Ulle zu einer Auseinandersetzung, die bei Princess Charming keinen Platz hat und ihre Teilnahme mit sofortiger Wirkung beendet.
Now, we don't certainly know what was happening exactly. We just know that things got physical, and that for that reason, understandably, both have been immediately disqualified. Now, because those two left, that obviously meant that everyone was gonna stay, and it turned out to be that way. Irina gave every one of the remaining 18 contestants a bracelet or a necklace, and yeah, I'll show you that now.
Miri, magst du mal nach vorne kommen? Johanna, Jea, Vicky, Jana, Iri, Sarina, Sandra, Tabea, du, Saskia, Nicolina, Anja, Britta, Elsa, Sabine, Cornelia, Kati.
And that, people, is it. That was the first episode of Princess Charming. I did my best to put it all together for you so you can easily understand it and get to know the princess and the contestants. If you have any tips for me, or if you would like to see it differently, please let me know. That was the best solution. Like, my voiceover was the best solution that I came up with to go around the music playing in the background and stuff. But please, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm eager to learn, and I just want to give you a option, like the possibility to watch the show. So, yeah, we will see each other next week if you're into it, and bye-bye.
Bin One-Woman-Show.
Gut zu wissen, wenn du heute Abend gehst, bleiben wir hier.
Das wird nicht der Fall sein.
Meinst du?
Ich weiß es.